he's been the king for a long while. Everything with the beginning has to have an end though, so now it's my time.
How is that mindset shift going from someone you admired to now someone that you are fighting?
These God figures in boxing, you work to defeat them, and like I said in the press conference, I'm going to be the King Slayer. I'm coming for that, and I need to make sure, make a statement to the heavyweight division.
Charlotte Daly in Male Sport Boxing. I'm joined by Daniel Dubois. First of all, how are you? Big session for you today. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's good. Coming closer to the fight, I'm feeling really good.
That's what we like to hear. Well, before we go into fight-specific stuff, we want to just talk a little bit more about you and get to know you a bit better. Now, you started boxing at the age of 9, I think it was, wasn't it? Was it like love at first session, or did it take you a while to get into it?
The support from my dad and just the dreams he gave to me and the vision he had, I sort of adopted it. So, yeah, it was good. Seeing this is the way you become a heavyweight champion and going through the whole amateur system. It's because you got to remember I went through the schoolboys, junior ABAs, to the ABAs. Every senior title you could go into, I went into. So, yeah, I enjoyed it.
You say there about your dad. He's obviously always been a real supporter and motivator for you. What is it like kind of balancing a almost working relationship with also him being your father?
It's good. He balances it out really well. I think you don't get too, it's just the right balance, to be honest. It's a perfect working relationship and good working relationship, and it's great. I'm really lucky. I'm glad I'm living his dream, his vision for me, and I'm a really lucky guy.
You're living that dream, and you're picking up all these accolades along the way. You've just mentioned a load there, and now a heavyweight title as well. Is there an element of pressure that the fact that he obviously wants this for you and you want to live up to the expectation given he's invested so much time and energy into you?
No, I want it as well. So it's like I said before, it's balanced out, and we're just learning as we go along. I'm finding myself more and more as a fighter. These last couple of fights have really helped me mature in and out of the ring. So yeah, I'm really balancing everything out.
With your dad as well, he's obviously a big presence on fight night. We see him in and around the corner giving you guidance. We saw it in the Jarrell Miller fight.
Yeah.
What is it like having him in and around, and what sort of guidance does he offer you on the night, for example, that Miller fight?
It's good. He's good advice, good common sense words that you need to hear when you're in the heat of a battle. Sometimes just the right thing in your ear can just get you through it, and you'd be surprised how much you can just change the fighter for doing one simple thing. So, yeah, I'm already doing the training in the gym, so anything he sees from outside the ring and he tells me, then I'll try and put it into play.
Family can almost give a bit more tough love, can't they, than potentially other people can.
Exactly.
What would you say the kind of one big piece of advice he's given you, whether it be in the ring or out of the ring, that kind of has stuck with you throughout your career?
Don't forget to move your head. Keep your hands up.
Yeah. In terms of your style, linking up with Don Charles as well, we've seen that you've almost got a greater variety of punches now. Do you feel like you have more to your arsenal, that when you're in fights you feel like you can pull out different things that potentially maybe beforehand you didn't feel as confident with?
Maybe. Just maturing as a fighter, it's a gradual thing, I've grown up in the spotlight almost, just from the amateur days to now turning pro, having all this expectation, and then sort of going through up and downs, and now coming back and resurging. So, I've redeemed myself from my last 2 fights. Now it's time to go and, make that money.
What is it like having that pressure on you? Obviously, you've said there about growing up with these expectations and people wanting certain things from you. What is it like having to deal with that pressure?
No, I'm still learning about it now. It's nothing overwhelming for me. I think it's pressure is a privilege really to have that sort of pressure. It means you have to be somebody. You're somebody put on this earth to do something special. So that's the way I feel. It's my duty, and I love it. I love every minute of it, and I just want to keep rising to the occasion and become a shining light.
You talk about rising to the occasion, and you said a moment ago about being successful. In your eyes, what is success? At what point do you look back and you go, I'm happy with that, I was as successful as I wanted to be?
I think once you've you've done everything. You've had the big mega fights, big mega paydays, and you've done everything as a boxer that you can. Because I've completed most of the amateur scene. The early part of my career has been a prospect. Now I want to be a world champion for a long time and hold on to that belt. And I just won the damn IBF belt. It's a big thing for me, and I want to maintain that.
How does it feel having that title? I know you've said before that people that say that potentially you didn't earn it in the right way. Does that frustrate you? When
No, I feel like a world champion. I feel like a world champion. I feel, I'm the world champion, and just put some respect on my name. So after this fight, they're going to have to.
Does your mindset change going from almost challenger to champion? How have you found that balance now to having a world title to your name?
Not really. Has it changed? Not really. For me, it's just something that I've worked really hard for, and now I've got it. I will maintain it. I will hold on to it, and go down as a legend, and cement myself as a legend in the sport. I think my work's just beginning, and it's time for me to just, do everything I need to do. I'm the young lion coming through.
What is the diet like? How many times a day would you be eating? Because you are looking particularly big.
Caribbean food, African food, different spicy food. You see how I look.
You've never kind of got sucked into the fame or the temptations that other people have. But do you ever find that because of your dedication and because of ploughing away in the gym that you've missed out on other life experiences?
No, I've got time for that. I've got a lot of time for that. It's nothing I've missed out on. You see me in a few years, you won't recognise me. So, I've not missed out on nothing. It's just you make the money first, and then you get the women.
And then you enjoy it
That's
afterwards. Right, okay. Well, you've always been committed to your craft, fitness and things like that. And I heard a story once that when you were younger, you did press-ups for about 3 hours straight, that you ended up having bleeding knuckles.
Yeah,
is that true?
That's true. That's true. I don't know about the bleeding part, but I did do the push-ups.
What made you want to do that? Why did you do it?
It was just a world record thing for me and my dad. I think, wanted to try and break the world record and make a world record. So, it's just magical times for me, really.
Have you ever done any other sort of crazy fitness things that nobody knows
about?
Yeah,
I would have liked to.
What sort of stuff would you do?
I can't tell you.
Oh, come on.
I can't tell you.
In terms of fighting with Anthony Joshua, now, when he won his first world title, you would have been 18, which is when I think you turned professional. Did you look up to him when you were younger at that point in your life?
I saw him as the king at the time. He's been the king for a long while, and everything with the beginning has to have an end, though. So, I'm just thinking about myself back then. Of course, everyone saw him as that, but now it's my time.
Did you ever get words of wisdom or have conversations with him for guidance on your own career path?
I'm sure I did, but I can't really remember. It's so long ago now.
Yeah.
We've been on our path, and here we are, met back up again along the way, and I think, this is definitely the right time for me. This is.
How is that mindset shift going from someone you admired to now someone that you are fighting?
You work to beat them guys, to beat them these figures, these god figures in boxing. You work to defeat them, and like I said in the press conference, I'm going to be the King Slayer, and go out there and I'm coming for that, and I need to make sure make a statement to the heavyweight division.
A topic that everyone's been discussing is how you look at the moment. You're looking big, you're looking strong.
Yeah.
Talk to me about camp. What is potentially different facing someone like AJ, who's bigger and has a lot of power, to someone like Usyk, for example, who's a little bit smaller and has a lot of movement? What have you kind of been changing in camp for this fight?
Camp has been much better. I think this has been my best camp ever. As a professional or amateur, this has been my best camp. In the Usyk camp, I was like draining myself to lose weight, and just did a lot of good stuff, did a lot of bad stuff in that camp, but I think we've got it right now.
When you say good in this camp, what specifically do you think is going well for you?
You're going to find out on the night.
Not going to give any tips or tricks away.
No.
Well, in terms of the fight with Anthony Joshua, how do you kind of see that playing out? What is your approach to it, and what can the fans expect from you?
I see it as just my time to win. I've already won. I need to go out there and perform and show that I'm the elite fighter, the ultimate fighter, the ultimate warrior, and show myself that I can do this and make history.
Even though you said your last couple of fights, you called that redeeming yourself, but I actually think with that Usyk fight, you performed very well. When you reflect on that fight now, do you look back on it fondly, or because it was a loss, does it still irritate you?
What fight? The Usyk fight? Yeah, that's in the past.
Done with it now?
That's done with it.
Well, we don't want to look past, obviously, the fight with AJ, but that is a massive opportunity for you and it opens massive doors going forwards. What is the pressure like for the all-British bout? They're talking about extending the capacity for Wembley as well. It's going to be a magnificent occasion.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
It's obviously magnificent. That's why you guys are here. It's going to be epic. The whole show is out of this world. I think the promotion, the card, it's all going to be out of this world. I'm just feeling like I'm the man that's going to do it and bring on keep the belt, bring it back home with me and get it done.